just give it the old
the old
spread the cheese signal.
The old split finger fastball right there, boys.
Oh, anyway, had to be there, I guess. It was funnier at the time. When you're only sleeping like 2 hours a night after 5 nights, everything seems funny. Probably not that funny. Anyway, should BC move to a point system? Hell yes. How do we do that? Mike, you're a semi-BC resident. Landon, you might as well live in Kelowna because you've been here once.
That's true. That's true. I love that.
What do you think?
I mean, you guys are full lottery right now, right?
We're lottery only.
Oh. Well, that's the same as Idaho. Lottery only, right? We have our given
let's
tags.
do lottery. Let's do BC and Idaho. Should BC and Idaho move to a point system?
I like the lottery. No.
What?
I don't like point systems. I mean, it would benefit early. It would benefit.
I'm really interested here. You're probably the only guy I've ever heard say that.
In my opinion, it's going to benefit early the first 4 years, right? You're going to, like, if it's a point system, the first 4 years, like, all right, I have 3 points, I can draw a unit blank, right? Because hopefully there's only 10 tags for the unit I put in for the lottery for the past 11 years, right? In the lottery, everybody has the same fair chance. And when Wyatt and everyone's kids get older, it's going to turn into the same situation as those other things with point creep. And now all of a sudden, a unit that took 13 points to get is now 26 points to get, et cetera, et cetera. It's just going to get harder and harder to get those tags. That's my opinion on lotteries.
Kevin, I don't know if you're ready for this, but I was going to say the same thing as Dragon, because you see what's happening in Alberta with their point system. There's some of those draws, they're getting to be insane, like 20 years.
Okay, if they didn't have a point system there, they would have a reduced amount of allocations for the LEH. Because the reason that they're increasing the reason the point creep starts is because the harvest, they can't sustain that harvest as much as many people are putting in, right? The numbers don't align. Because if there was enough animals for a sustainable harvest, it would just be general open season.
True. Yep.
So as the numbers go down and as more hunters start putting in for it, there has to be a balance. So if all of a sudden there's less elk on the landscape or there's more pressure in that area, we have to kill less of them. So how do you do that in a draw system? Well, you do the point creep. Okay. Now, if you're doing a point system, a lottery, say they give out 26 tags for elk. Okay, but now the elk are struggling. So now they only give out 10. Now it's a lot harder to draw that. The problem with the lottery is I know guys that have had draws in. So let's just take in one example. 814. I've been putting in for moose for 814 since, like, I'd have to go back and go back on and sign in, look, but probably 2009 or 2010, I started putting in for that specific area. I've gotten the draw once. I know guys who have put in less and have gotten it twice. I know guys that have been putting in for the antlerless elk draw for over 20 years, never got it. I know guys that have gotten it 3 times in the last 5 years. I know guys that have gotten sheep draws. I've met guys who've gotten sheep draws twice. It's supposed to be a once in a lifetime draw. Kids, so listen to this. So for the youth draw. The youth draw is a 1.5 to 1 odd draw. So mathematically, every 3 years you should get that twice. Right? I put Wyatt in since he's 10, 11, 12, 13. Bree, 10, 11, 12. Now Hunter's first year. So between Bree and Wyatt, that's 7 years. Neither of them have gotten it. That's the problem I have with the lottery.
I guess the one bonus with the lottery is kind of like a wise man in a movie said once. There's still
telling me there's a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance. Like, I know right now, I will not pull an elk tag for probably the next 5-6 years. I will not pull a draw elk tag.
But you hunt elk every year.
in open units.
Open units.
Which it is not the same at all.
Mm-mm.
Not even remote. I mean, yes, you get to chase elk, which is great.
Is there no 6 point in the area you hunt elk?
There is. It's just
And so is there 6 point in the area you're trying to get draws for?
there's just a better trophy class in, and
So
the elk numbers are
there's no way there's a big a bull in the area you hunt that are open as there is in the.
I feel like you're getting so off topic.
No, because I'm going to make a point.
Okay. Yes, there is
if
potential
okay.
chance. There's 100% a potential chance that there is still like a 400-inch bull in an open spot.
Okay, gotcha. I just figured a really good elk hunter like yourself would be able to kill that big 6 point bull in an open season. Like a really.
Sure. I wish I was that good. Yeah, but
You are.
so I do enjoy
But,
elk hunting
listen, okay, I know. We talked about this the same as the bears. Maybe you don't kill the 5 point. Maybe you let the 5 point live and you wait to see if a 6 point's going to come out tomorrow. If you're looking for that big trophy.
Absolutely.
It's the same conversation we had with the bears, like
quality versus quantity.
Yeah, we talked about this last episode. Would you rather, my question for you, would you rather shoot a bunch of good animals or one giant animal?
Bunch of good animals.
Yeah, easy question.
Yeah.
Not
Hands
for everybody.
down.
Some people are just like, no, I'd rather have one giant animal on the wall.
I give two shits about a giant animal. I care more about the meat in the freezer. Honest to God.
Well, we talked about that too. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a tough call because I'm in Saskatchewan. We run a pool system, which is still very similar to a point.
It is a point system, yeah. Basically,
just
same premise.
Exactly right. Your creep is in the amount of people that enter into that unit.
Yeah.
So
I just feel that your odds of getting a specific draw are better with the draw system rather than somebody getting a sheep draw twice in a lifetime, which is supposed to be a once in a lifetime draw, and other people never getting it. Or some people getting draws 3 out of 5 years and then people going 20 years without getting one. It's more like it's the same amount for everybody.
I feel like
creep thought or not.
We talked about Fish and Game earlier. If somebody pulls a once in a lifetime tag and it's once in a lifetime and it's like you pull this tag, you can't even put in for it anymore. And then the dipwad puts in for it again. It should be like a misdemeanor violation and puts himself.
Okay, but Mike, the thing is, you're allowed to put in for those draws. They're not a once in a lifetime, but according to the percentage, like the chances of getting those draws.
Oh, well, that's different. I mean, the chances are chances, but if
that's what I mean. But that's what I'm saying.
Like in Idaho,
somebody can get a draw that you're supposed to get once every 350 years.
Correct. Right.
And they're getting it twice. Well.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. I've had friends that have gotten the unit I've put in for the past 16 years down here. They've gotten it 2 times when I haven't gotten it once. But
it doesn't irk you just a little bit?
Oh, it totally irks me, but it's the chance of a draw, right? It's like
I know, but if there was a point system, then they wouldn't get it anyway. So, like, say you had to get 6 points, and then your name gets thrown into a lottery. Okay, and then if you don't get it that year when you're at the 6 points, then you get 2 points chance to get it. So it constantly increases your chances of getting that tag once you reach a certain point. But the point of my point is, you get that sheep draw once, now you have to go back to the bottom. You have to wait a whole bunch of times. Everybody else who hasn't gotten it has a much better chance of getting it than you have.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. I'm still I still like the lottery better at this point. I need to sit down and chew on it a bit more.
I think there's definitely pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like for adult onset hunters, that lottery system, that's pretty hard to beat.
It's unless like for Kev, for your kids, for my kids, like a point system would be great because eventually they may have enough points, but who the hell knows? I mean, who knows what'll happen? I mean, look at Wyoming. Luke has, in a year, he will have the maximum number of points for youth. And the problem is he has to cash in those points on a hunt somewhere, because at the age of 18, those youth points reset and go back to 0. And now they're adult points. Right. So
question for you.
Yeah.
Is there any state or province where out of state or out of province residents can put in for a lottery draw? Like, I know you could put in for, I could put in for Alberta for point.
In Idaho.
You could put in for Idaho for draws?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Okay. Gotcha.
100%. I can't speak for every state, but I'm pretty sure there's a higher fee.
How many states are running off a lottery? Alaska,
Idaho.
I had this already.
Colorado just switched over to points, right? They were a lottery, right?
What?
I want to say New Mexico is.
New Mexico's 100%. New Mexico, that's correct. New Mexico has a great thing. You put in, you pay for your tag ahead of time, and if you don't get drawn, you get your money back. You lose the $100 for the license.
It doesn't cost like.
So you have to I love New Mexico's system, right? You put in, and if you don't get drawn, you still
use a lottery system.
You have your $100 fee, but you get your $1,200 tag fees back. Yeah, out-of-staters 100% can put in for the lottery.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna sit here and just mind my own business because I obviously don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find out what states they are exactly. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like the lottery. Now, okay, let's just say they decided to go lottery. I think this is a lot of people's griff. In British Columbia, the problem is if they went to a lottery system, the ministry would actually have to do work, which they don't like. They like taking the money.
To a point system.
If they went to a point system.
Sorry. If we went from a lottery to a point system or a pool system, the ministry would actually have to do work every year, which I don't think they like doing. I don't think the government they only put a fraction of the money that's generated from hunting and fishing back into the resource. So I think they would have to do work, which they don't like, right? I think it would be easy to do. I think, say, in an area for moose, let's just say moose, for instance. They look at everyone's history. Say they want, okay, in 810, you have to we're going to do a 6-year draw, then your name gets thrown into a lottery. Well, Kev, you've entered into this draw for 6 years without getting it. We're going to put you at year 6, right? And then just do everybody that way. You don't have to start everybody from 0. Would that be a lot of work? Yes. Are those people, could the ministry do it? Of course. Are they doing anything else? I don't know what they do over there. Doesn't seem like they do a lot. I'm sure they do. I mean, I don't want to sit here and criticize everyone, but they could do better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting take, man. It's
Carolina, Vegas tonight. Nobody called. Who did anybody call Vegas and Carolina? I feel like Atlanta was gonna, and we talked him out of it.
I think we called Carolina in the finals, but not Vegas.
I actually think Atlanta was leaning towards Carolina or Vegas.
You boys might want to go back and dabble in a little bit of that, because I'm not saying that I said that, but I probably did say that. There's a chance. All right. Killer boys.
All right, guys. Hey, like, subscribe. You guys get your comments in. We're giving away a lot of stuff. So we're giving away this. Lana, what are we giving away this month? Marsupial gear, Bino harness.
Oh,
yep. This month, last month, we gave away a Vortex Bino harness. And even if your name doesn't get drawn, put your comments in. for topics or questions you have for us on the panel. Whether it gets picked or not, we're going to give you a hat and a t-shirt. So get them in, boys. But great stuff. If you guys have anything you want us to talk on the headlines, make sure you hit us up on Instagram. Cut Right Mobile, Kevin Altoy. And I feel like Landon should change his Instagram handle to Lando.
That might be in the future. Might be coming soon. It's my whole identity.
All right, guys.